Hello students, good morning everyone. Myself UJ Maishale. So today we are going to discussing about ROM concept. So that is read only memory. So in the previous video or in the last video we have seen that or we have completed RAM, that is the random access memory. Okay. So in that we have seen block diagram of RAM and also what are the types of RAM. So there are two types. First one is the SRAM, so that is the static RAM, and another one is the DRAM, that is the dynamic RAM. So today we will move on to the read only memory, so that is stands for what? ROM. So memory, so what is that memory exactly? So there are two types. Internal storage has area has in computer. There is a two types of the memory. First one is the volatile, another one is the non-volatile. So again, volatile memory retains information as long as power supply is on, but when power supply is off or interrupted, the stored memory is lost. So that is called as what? RAM, that is the random access memory. Okay, so you can say that one also. In non-volatile memory, that can retain stored information even when not powered. Okay, so that is called as what? Again, ROM. Okay, so read only memory. So again, there are memory arrays. So divided into what? So many types. First one is the random access memory, second one is the serial access memory, and third one is the content addressable memory. So again, this random access memory is what? Read or write memory, that is the RAM. Volatile. Read only memory, that is the non-volatile. Okay, so again this RAM is divided into two types, static RAM and dynamic RAM. Okay, so read only memory is called as what? Non-volatile memory. So next, serial access memory is divided into what? Shift register and queues. So queue is again divided into what? First in out, first in first out, last in last out, PIPO and LIPO. And in shift register, serial in, parallel out, SIPO, parallel in, serial out, PISO. Again, since this read only memory is divided into what? So many types. So that is the mask ROM, programmable ROM, PROM, erasable programmable ROM, EPROM, electrical erasable programmable ROM, EEPROM, and last one is the flash ROM. Okay, so this is what first comes under in read only memory types. So again, in read only memory, every computer is one or more chips that store the program code, which provides basic input output function for the system, designed to power on the system and perform basic hardware tests and bootstrap the system. Means what? Bootstrap means what? So whenever you are switch on your computer, you will get one black line. So in that you have to adjust that input and output system IO's part. So that is the bootstrap. Okay, so once you are going to adjust that one, so then you can start your PC. Okay, so that is called as what? Bootstrap. So why we use ROM? So read only memory, the CPU cannot easily write information into ROM. The CPU cannot easily write information to ROM. It generally programmed upon manufacture with particular data. A program will store on ROM. The CPU will read ROM and carry out task dictated by the data it reads. Okay, so that is the ROM. So you can say that is called as what? ROM part, read only memory. RAM, random access memory, used by the CPU to store and retrieve information. It is writable and readable. You can write and you can read. Used as a temporary storage for calculation. In similar way, we would use paper. So it is called as a temporary and ROM is called as a permanent. Okay, so this also you can say one difference, and volatile and non-volatile is also one difference. So this is called as a why we use ROM. So ROM is a, first of all, it is a read only memory. Okay, so you can use for what? This one as a permanent memory. Difference between RAM and ROM. The main difference between ROM and RAM is ROM is used to store the code for program that are run in the processor. In comparison, RAM is used to hold the temporary data that is created by and used by the program. So the main difference between RAM and ROM is their use. ROM is used to store the code for programs so that are run in the processor, and in comparison RAM is used to hold temporary data that is created and used by program. Types of ROM. First one is the MROM, PROM, EPROM, EEPROM, EROM and NAND ROM. So these are the types of what? ROMs. Okay. So first one is the MROM. So that is called as a masked ROM or masked ROM. So to produce masked ROM or MROM chips, integrated circuits are masked during the design phase of semiconductor fabrication process. So in the ROM, it is the first type, that is the masked ROM. So during the manufacture of that integrated circuits, so you have to design the phase of semiconductor fabrication process. You have to use for what? Masked ROM. So masked read-only memory is cost-effective alternative to programmable read-only memory. So first of all, it is a masked read-only memory, cost-effective alternative to programmable read-only memory. Okay, so integrated circuit. To produce masked ROM chips, integrated circuits are masked during the design phase of semiconductor. So if you want to design the phase of semiconductor fabrication process, you have to use for what? Masked ROM. So this is the initial process which you are going to use by what? ROM. So next one, programmable ROM. So that is the PROM. So this is the type of ROM. This is one of the type of ROM that can be programmed using special equipment. It can be written but only once. So only once you can write. This is useful for companies that make their own ROMs from software they write, because when they change their code, they can create new PROMs without requiring expensive equipment. So only once you can write. So most of the companies, they are going to use this one for software purpose, because when they change their code, they can create new PROMs without requiring expensive equipment. So this is similar to the way CD-ROM recorder works, by letting you burn programs onto blanks once and then letting you read from them many times. In fact, programming a PROM is also called burning, and it is comparable in terms of its flexibility. Okay, so this is called as what? Programmable ROM. So this is what your burning for what ICs you are going to use. Erasable programmable ROM. So this is the next version of what your PROM. So that is the EPROM. And EPROM is a ROM that can be erased and reprogrammed. You can delete also and you can rewrite also programming. A little glass window is installed in the top of the ROM package, through which you can actually see the chip that holds the memory. For that purpose, ultraviolet light of specific frequency can be shined through this window for a specified period of time, which will erase the EPROM and allow it to be reprogrammed again. Obviously, this is a much more useful than a regular PROM, but it does require the erasing light. So in erasable programmable ROM, so you can erase and you can reprogram. In the name itself indicates that erase and reprogram. A little glass window is installed in the top of the ROM package, through which, so this is what you can observe here in the diagram, okay, which can actually see the chips that holds the memory. Ultraviolet light of a specific frequency can be shined through this window for a specified period of time, which will erase the EPROM and allow it to be reprogrammed again. Obviously, this is a much more useful than a regular PROM, but it does require an erasing light. You need one extra light, that is the eraser light. Next version is what, or next type is what? Electrical erasable programmable ROM. So that is the EEPROM. So first one is the PROM, next one is the EPROM, and next one is the EEPROM. So before that one you have seen, so that is the masked ROM. Okay. So the next level of erasability is EEPROM, which can be erased under software control. So only in the software control you can erase that one. So this is the most flexible type of ROM. This is the most flexible type of ROM and is now commonly used for holding BIOS programming. So that is the input output system. Biasing input output system. When you hear reference to a flash bias or doing a bias upgrade by flashing, this refers to reprogramming the bias EEPROM with a special software program you are going to use here. Okay, so you have to use one special software program for that purpose. Here we are blurring the line a bit between that read only really means, but remember that is this rewriting is done maybe once a year or so compared to real read write memory, where rewriting is done often many times. Okay, so this is what you can observe the diagram for what EEPROM. Electrically alterable read-only memory. So that is the EAROM, alterable read-only memory. So it is a type of EEPROM that can be modified one bit at a time. You can modify it one bit at a time. Writing is a very slow process and again needs higher voltage, usually around, you can take what, 12 volt. So then used for read access. EAROMs are intended for applications that require infrequent and only partial rewriting. So again I will mention this one, only partial rewriting. EAROMs may be used as a non-volatile storage for critical system step-up information. In many applications, EAROM has been supplanted by CMOS RAM. Okay, so CMOS, that is a C type of metal oxide semiconductor, supplied by mains power and backed up with lithium battery. So lithium battery you are going to use for what? This electrical alterable read-only memory. So next one is the type is NAND ROM. So it is a modern type of EEPROM invented in 1984. Flash memory can be erased and rewritten faster than ordinary EEPROM, and newer designs features very high endurance. Okay, so modern NAND flash makes efficient use of silicon chip area, resulting in individual ICs with capacity as high as 32 GB as of 2007. This feature, along with its endurance and physical durability, has allowed NAND flash to replace magnetic in some applications such as USB flash drives. Flash memory is sometimes called as a flash ROM or flash EEPROM and used as a replacement for older ROMs type, but not in applications that take advantage of its ability to modify quickly and frequently. Okay, so this is what your, just like what your memory card. Okay, so or you can use it for what, card reader. Speed, reading and writing for speed. Although the relative speed of RAM is versus ROM has varied over time, as of 2007 large RAM chips can be read faster than most ROMs. For this reason, ROM content is sometimes copied to RAM or shadowed before its first use. And subsequently read from RAM. Writing. For those types of the ROM that can be electrically modified, writing speed is always much slower than reading speed, and it may be need unusually high voltage the moment of jumper plugs to apply write enable signals and special lock or unlock command codes. So modern NAND flashes achieves the highest write speeds of any rewritable ROM technology, with speed as high as 15 megabits per second by allowing or needing larger blocks of memory cells to be written simultaneously. So in this in this ROM types read-only memory, so totally it is a theory content. Once you can read, you can understand very easily. Okay, so there is no diagrams for what this types of RAMs. Only you can observe by using what chips or ICs you are going to use here. Okay, so go through that one. You will understand very easily. So advantages: ROM is used to permanent and secure data storage. So already I told that. So ROM is used for what? Permanent, and RAM is used for what? Temporary. A ROM chips is also non-volatile. You can also, this one called as a non-volatile. So data stored it is not lost when power is turned off. So whenever your power is turned off, so data is not lost in ROM, but in RAM data is lost because whenever your power is turned off. So ROM cannot be reconfigurable at all. Okay, you cannot reconfigure at all. So it is generally used to start your computer up and load the operating system. So that is BIOS setting for what? Your biasing for what? Input and output system. While so once you are going to switch on your button, so it will start what your boot strapping. So the ROM is sustained by small long life battery in your computer. Okay, so if you ever do the hardware setup procedure with your computer, you effectively will be writing to ROM. ROM runs self tests, detects, initializes hardware devices and then loads the operating system. So these are some advantages which are related to what your ROM. So next one, disadvantages. One of the main disadvantages of read-only memory is that given system will require about twice as long as to read a ROM information as it would the same data stored as a random access memory. To improve speed, many systems load frequently used files into RAM and read from there when they are needed. Okay, so you can compare ROM and RAM. Okay, so what are the difference between RAM and ROM? Okay, so you can use for what? RAM. So RAM is the random access memory. It is a temporary data and it is a volatile. Okay, so ROM is read-only memory. It is a permanent data you can store. Okay, and it is a non-volatile. Okay, so these are the major difference you can understand very easily. Okay, so for example, if you want to buy your mobile, so you can think which is the ROM, which is the RAM, how much capacity is there. So depends on RAM and ROM. What will happen? You can choose your what? Your mobiles. Okay, so like that. Same way in your PC or in your laptop, you can choose your configuration. How much is the RAM capacity? What is your ROM capacity? Okay, so by using RAM and ROM, you can you can choose your what PC, okay, or laptops. So like that you can compare your RAM and ROM. Okay, so thank you for attending this session. I hope you people are understanding these concepts. These are totally theoretical concept. Please try to be have a patience and try to read that one and you can understand very easily. Okay, so in the next class we will start with what your cache memory. Okay, so that is also comes under what memory system. Thank you very much for attending this session. So thank you. You can go through this one once again. I will drag this one or move this one, you can understand very easily. I hope you people are understanding. So this is the BPT about your ROM. Okay, so thank you.